This offseason has been crazy to say the least. I mean, good teams got bad, bad teams got good. So while we patiently wait for what seems like to be a refreshing and exciting season upcoming, I'm going to circumvent all of that anxiety, all of that anticipation, because what I, with the help of Brownie's post game, is going to do.
Hey guys, Mike here from the Brownie Postgame YouTube channel. Quincy, thank you very much for inviting me on your channel today.
We're going to spoil the 2019 NFL season. Let's go. Spoiler number one, the 2019 NFL season will be the most watched season in 10 years. This year, there are finally new stars that you're going to be able to face up with old stars in the NFL at the quarterback position that just hasn't been there in years past. Secondly, there is a team that feels like the team that America wants to see succeed. And that team is the Browns. And that team has Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham, so there are going to be eyeballs on that team. Third reason, offense is going to be even better, going to create more stars, going to create more exciting moments that more fans are going to watch. The Browns will start off slow, which is probably best for the Cleveland Browns. There are a lot of moving parts on this offense that have to be put together. And let's also remember that this is a new offense than what they ran last year, as the Todd Monken playbook is going to be really different from the Todd Haley playbook, although you're keeping the same offensive play caller. It's going to take a while for this team to truly gel and work cohesively. Think about when you see star pairings like this in the NBA. You saw it with LeBron James in 2012. It took that team a while to get going. You saw it with LeBron James and Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. It took that team a while to get going. So when you have this much talent, it just takes a while to get everybody acclimated, to use everybody's talent at full level. And Kareem Hunt doesn't come back till week 8. There probably will be some minor injuries. And think about it. Where will minor injuries hurt the Browns the most? If there's one minor injury in the secondary, it is going to hurt that position so much. I mean, the Browns can't afford to have any injuries on defense, especially. And they can't afford to have any injuries on the offensive line. So if one of the players that play a pivotal role in those position groups goes down for just a little while, it's going to leave a big impact on the team. But don't worry, if you're a Browns fan, this is exactly what you should want, because a team that gets hot late tends to make runs in the playoff. So if the Cleveland Browns start off slow, do not panic. Do not get nervous. Do not call for anybody to get fired. Just relax, because that's going to be better for the Browns. And it's Cleveland. And what we know from being Cleveland sports fans is that nothing good happens in Cleveland without it being extremely dramatic. I mean, look at how we won our first championship in like 40-some years. The Cavs had to come back from 3-1, which no team has ever done in the NBA Finals, and dramatically win a Game 7 that was as close as any Game 7 has ever been in NBA history. So yeah, the Browns do anything good this year, oh, it's going to be really dramatic. The Jets are going to make the playoffs as a wild card team. Yes, the Jets. The Jets did a lot of positive things in free agency, mainly bringing in somebody to anchor the defense in C.J. Mosley and bringing in somebody to give Sam Darnold a good rushing attack in Le'Veon Bell. And I think that's going to make the difference for the Jets offense and turn them into a bad unit into a unit that can help their really good defense. And I think Sam Darnold is going to take a step forward, having a running back who can also split out wide and help the quarterback in that way. I think the Jets, Adam Gase and all, are going to make it as a wild card. The Giants aren't going to be that bad. They're actually going to be a 500 football team. Why do I think this? For everything that they traded away, they did find a replacement for. Not the same quality of replacement, but a suitable replacement for. They replaced Landon Collins with Jabril Peppers. They replaced Odell Beckham with Golden Tate. And they made an upgrade on the offensive line, getting really solid, really dependable guard, Kevin Zeitler. So this team will be able to run the ball. They'll be able to pass the ball better than people expect, which will make them a 500 football team. And seeing how they're ranked 31st in almost every power ranking right now, I feel like that's going to be a bit of a surprise for everybody. This is one of my favorite spoilers because who's going to predict this? But the Jaguars are going to suck for the first 7 games this season. And then Nick Foles is going to get injured. And then he's going to come back from injury and win 7 of the last 9 to end the season. And yes, Nick Foles will do this in spectacularly average fashion.
The Browns will go 6-0 in division. We'll sweep the AFC North, which will also lead to the number 1 seed in the AFC.
The Vikings will be who we thought they were going to be last year, this year. Kirk Cousins is going to have one of those sneaky good Kirk Cousins years now that the expectations on him are drastically lower.
The Steelers, they're going to fail to make the playoffs. They're going to have a losing record. Ben's going to retire at the end of the season, not wanting to deal with any more of the internal turmoil, and Mike Tomlin will also be fired as well.
Texans are going to be taking a step back this season. They will have a lot of injuries, and they will become a victim of Nick Foles at the later half of the season.
The Browns will have our first 100 reception receiver in a single season in our franchise history. Not going to say who that is, but good chance we're going to do that.
Carson Wentz will get injured this year. And yes, that's going to align perfectly with when Nick Foles wins 7 of 9 in Jacksonville, making all Philadelphia fans go, ah.
The Browns Pro Bowlers, we're going to have Baker, Odell, Jarvis, Nick, Joel, Denzel, Miles, Vernon's going to make it, and also Njoku.
The Colts will be the 2 seed in the AFC this year, and nobody will notice except Colin Cowherd. And boy, is he going to notice.
All right, so let's talk about the playoff picture, okay? In the AFC, we'll start there. The North will be the Browns. The West will be the Chiefs. The East, the Patriots. The South, the Colts. Wild card will be the Raiders, coming off that 4-12 season. They're going to take a major step forward, as well as the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia, we're with you.
The Rams won't make it back to the Super Bowl this year. The team is older and has only lost key talent. They replaced the key talent with Eric Weddle and Clay Matthews, who are at the end of their playing years. And the air raid is going to be so overused this season that defending it will become an easier task to do. And Jared Goff will continue to take the step back that he seemed to take during the Super Bowl.
This is going to be the Bears in the North. The West will be the Rams. The East will be the Eagles. And the South will be the Saints. Wild card, Dallas will be 1. And the other wild card will be the 4-12 49ers, taking a major step forward as well.
The Saints will have the best regular season record. They'll be fresh off the anger that they have built up all offseason off of how they lost the NFC Championship. Drew Brees will have one last hurrah, and it will be awesome. But who will have the worst record in all of football next year? Well, the Bengals are going to have the number 1 overall pick in next year's draft. Aging Andy Dalton and A.J. Green with a coach who has never even been a coordinator yet leading them. Loss of key talent, only getting older. This team hasn't been able to draft well in recent years, and now it's starting to hurt them. The division is not only better, but much better than what they have on the roster right now. And the Bengals are going to do something at midseason that are going to solidify their number 1 pick overall status. And that is my next prediction, which is the Bengals are going to trade A.J. Green before the trade deadline. Well, guys, turn off your TVs. Don't even watch the NFL season because I just told you pretty much everything that's going to happen next season. And I can't wait till this season ends so I can see how stupid I actually am. All right, guys, and that's going to be it. Big thanks to Brownie's Post Game for helping me out with that video and throwing in some wild predictions. That's going to be it for this week's video. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you have $1 or $2 to spare, please check out the Patreon. Give $1 a month. Keep the lights on in this studio so we can keep pumping out videos. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Have a great day.